Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Peete. Happy Thursday to everybody. Quick video today in response to an interview that Sammy Watkins did today, where he mentioned that he is contemplating sitting out the 2020 season from the NFL. And he quickly clarified that he's not planning on retiring. He just might sit back and chill and collect his thoughts for a year. A big response from this already from the NFL community, as well as people who have been following Sammy Watkins' career, both at Clemson and in the NFL. Anybody who's a big Sammy Watkins fan, and there's really no bigger Sammy Watkins fan than me, and I'm sure a lot of other Clemson people are not really surprised by this. He's a very unique personality and guy, a free thinker. He goes against the norm all the time. As a matter of fact, if any of you follow him on social media, you know that he says some pretty, what people would consider to be weird things. He's always posting inspirational type of messages, talking about the universe and energy, and people accuse him of being on psychedelic narcotics and things like that because of the things he says. It's just who he is. He's always been this way. He was this way long before he ever came to Clemson and long before he ever went in the NFL. So this is a kid that's from Fort Myers, Florida, and when he came to Clemson, of course, at that time, Clemson was just starting to get going with the recruits. The big time recruits. And then, of course, a lot of you remember on the Clemson team that he was on was sort of the team that started what's going on now. And at that time, of course, Taj Boyd was quarterback, and legendary Nuke Hopkins was considered to be the second best receiver on that team, if you can wrap your head around that, because Sammy Watkins was the guy. And a lot of people were wondering, why would Sammy Watkins? Of course, this is at that time. This is before Clemson was considered wide receiver university. Why would he go to Clemson when he's getting offers? I mean, he was the number one receiver in the country, and he was wanted by everybody. Why would he go to Clemson and not somewhere in Florida or one of the other teams at that time that was a national powerhouse and competing for national titles? And because Sammy Watkins does what Sammy Watkins wants to do. And so this is just an extension of that. He was drafted by the Bills, and his rookie season was 2014. He stayed there through 2016, battled injuries throughout the entire time with the Bills. He's had this reoccurring foot problem. I know he's had at least one surgery on his foot, maybe multiple ones. Then he was traded to the Rams. He played there for one season, didn't really play a whole lot even there. He had foot problems there as well. Then went to the Chiefs for the 2018 and 19 season. Last year, he had probably a breakthrough year. He still wasn't like extremely productive. 2019 has definitely been his best season in the NFL with the Chiefs team they have this year. And I think he's making like $14 million a year. And so the speculation is, from some people, is why would he say this? Is he trying to lobby for a bigger contract and more money? I don't think that's the case at all. There's a difference between saying I'm going to sit out and do a contract holdout, like we see a lot of these players do, and saying I just want to sit out for a year. I mean, he doesn't have a money issue. He's got enough money than the vast majority of us will ever make for the rest of our lives. I don't think it's that at all. I just think that this is who Sammy Watkins is. And he's going to get a lot of criticism for this. Maybe even from Chiefs fans who want to see him come back next year. But I don't think that Sammy Watkins cares, quite honestly. As a matter of fact, I know he doesn't. He just doesn't care what people think. He's always been against the grain. Could this hurt his stock if he does decide to sit out in 2020? Could it lower his price for whoever gets him? I don't think so. I really don't think so for a lot of reasons. First of all, he's definitely in the upper echelon of the receivers in the NFL when he's healthy. He's not top 3 or 5 even, probably production receiver in the NFL, but just physically and mentally, he's definitely one of the top receivers in the NFL. And any team would love to have him, and any team, especially if he has a year to rest up and sit out and collect his thoughts and spend time with his family or whatever it is he wants to do. I'm pretty sure pretty much any team out there that needs a receiver would give him whatever money he wanted in 2021. And I'm actually a little bit surprised that more players of his caliber don't do this. Take a year off. They say you only have so much tread on the tires, especially that's more of a running back thing, but especially if you've had injury problems in the past. What's wrong with sitting out a year and getting fully healthy and focusing on things that are more important than football? If you're already a millionaire, why does it really matter? So anyways, I'm not surprised by this. A lot of people are like freaking out saying they can't believe that he would even make this statement. But again, like I said, if you've been following Sammy Watkins throughout his career and you know the kind of guy that he is, it's not surprising at all. Not in the very least. I know he loves football, but he loves other things more than football. So anyway, give your questions, comments, criticisms below, and I will give an update on this at a later date. Pigskin Pete, checking out.